Hi Libra, welcome. So Libra, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So Libra, you have two cards out here. You have the fourth house of roots and the card of revolution. So the fourth house is representing your home, your family, real estate, your comfort zone, kind of like that inner world, introverted type of vibe. To me, it's always like a very comfy energy, if I'm being honest. But what's interesting is paired next to that is kind of this uncomfortable energy with the card of revolution. So this card talks about, you know, awakening, surprises, experimenting, the unexpected, right? So it can be a little bit of like this edgy energy. And I feel like this energy is kind of begging for you to ask yourself, Libra, like, where in my life can I go with the flow a little bit more? And where can I ease off a little bit as far as like the problematic areas or what you have going on that may feel very difficult? And I don't mean like, when I say ease off, I mean internally, like how can I soothe myself around that? How can I, you know, change my perspective on that, if nothing else? So let's see what else we have coming through for you, Libra. You have the card of conditioning and the card of guilt. Whoa, what in the world? The card of experience and the card of abundance. So this is so interesting to me because I feel a stark contrast here, right? And that's kind of come out twice. You have here this very comfortable energy, then this very uncomfortable energy. When I was playing with the cards before I started meditating, I got out the card of the flow, and then I also got the card of the challenge. So again, that kind of message there. And then here, like, just look at these cards, right? Just look at that person's face. They look pretty disturbed, right? And then look at this one. Look at that guy's face, totally relaxed. So there's a combination of things happening here. You have conditioning and guilt. Now this quite literally means like asking you to look at areas of yourself that you've been conditioned through life, through parenting, through others, to feel bad about. Like, I feel like no matter how strong we all are, there's always something like that we feel bad about ourselves about, whether it be like, you know, feeling bad that maybe you're too loud, or maybe that you're too quiet, or maybe you're too outgoing, or maybe you're not outgoing enough. You know what I mean? And like, as a Libra moon, Libra rising myself, I can tell you it's an everyday battle for me, because as Libra energy is all about balance, but it's also this energy of being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, right? And sometimes like a people-pleasing vibe, right? And I don't feel that's super intentional, but I feel like because Libra energy can always put yourself in the other shoes, it serves as a strength, but sometimes it also can be a weakness, and that it has you second guess yourself. It has you overanalyze yourself. It almost makes you see yourself through other people's eyes, which can be a very dangerous thing, right? Because other people, no matter how objective they may seem or try to be, they have their own bias. They have their own life experience, their own perception that they are filtering that idea of you through, right? Like, one of my favorite memes ever is like, there's a version of you that lives in the mind of everyone that's met you, but none of them are you. Keep that in mind, right? Only you know thyself, love thyself, right? But a lot of times we have this conditioning where we don't love ourselves because we feel bad about maybe a trait we have or something we've done, or we have guilt that, you know, we need to work through. And that's all right, because we're all dealing with that to some extent. So I feel like there's something here for you to work through, particularly as it pertains to that specific area of your life. Now, You have the card of experiencing and abundance, which is like this total opposite energy. This is totally free. This is free spirited. This is good things happening to you. It's new experiences coming into your life, Libra. Some of you might downright like experience, you know, an inflow of good luck or money, a new trip that you get to go on, a new experience of some sort. Like, to me, this is like a very lucky type of energy. So it's almost like you're here sitting like struggling with something, but yet there's so many like auspicious or like lucky things in store for you, right? So how can you chill out a little bit more? How can you forgive yourself a little bit more? Let yourself off the hook a little bit more, you know? We shall see. So let's see what else we have going on, Libra. What else do we have coming in for our Libras? Sorry, just give me one quick second here. Sorry about that quick distraction. Anyways, let's get into it and see what else. Oops, I feel like that was misfire. What else can Libra expect during this time frame? For my Libras, let me give it one quick shuffle. What else can Libra expect during this time frame? You have the Eight of Swords here. The Page of Swords. No, I can reach it. What else? Eight of Swords, Page of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, okay. First of all, the energy and the cards are super messy, but I'll take it. All right. Oh, yeah. So the Eight of Swords, Page of Swords to me is not the nicest energy, but yet at the same time, it kind of mimics, right, what I was seeing here. It's kind of that edgy, don't really know what to feel, you know, the unexpected, like maybe even being fearful of the unexpected type of vibe. The Eight of Swords, you can see, like, she can't see what's coming. Everything feels very restrictive, but it's all in her head, right? It's all a thought process, okay? Not saying you don't have actual, like, physically manifested struggles. Some of you, yes, but really, truly, the struggle is going on in the mind with how you're perceiving it and what you're thinking about it. So the Queen of Pentacles to me is interesting in that this is very dedicated energy. This is very grounded, very stable. So I kind of feel like this is Libra, how you're coming off, you know, very grounded, very stable. But underneath that, you might be doubting yourself, second guessing yourself, questioning your motives. Like, really? You know, and it's not bad to ask yourself questions or have some like self-analysis going on. That creates self-awareness. But there's a difference between self-awareness and self-criticism. And it's a very thin line. You know what I mean? And as Libras, you can understand that better than anybody, because sometimes it's like you try so hard to be aware of self and others that you almost have run that risk, right, of that dangerous risk of being too overly critical of yourself then when you see yourself through the eyes of others, or when you're trying to predict, you know, what they might say based on what you might say, and then you put yourself in their shoes and you try to see it from their point of view. You know what I mean? Like it just becomes so mind-boggling, and sometimes you get yourself into trouble. So, you know, stop that, you know. I'm kidding. Easier said than done, but you know what I mean. And then here you have the Eight of Pentacles, right? Now, the Eight of Pentacles is also a very hardworking, dedicated energy, and it's paired with the Moon, which is all about intuition, emotions, how you feel underneath it all. And it's paired with the Two of Cups. So this is a relationship, you know. Some of you are working on quite literally the relationship that you have with yourself. You thought I was going to make it about somebody else. No, I'm talking about you. Some of you literally are needing to and or are working on your own relationship with yourself. How do I feel about myself? Where can I be easier on myself? And like, so what if you come off a certain way to other people? They do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, if we all walked around this earth completely enveloped in how we're being perceived by others, we'd all be basket cases. We would be so anxiety filled. We'd be so robotic. We could not have any room to be ourselves. So there's got to be this effort moment for you, Libra, where it just doesn't matter. It matters if you like that. If it feels good to you, then that's all right. Now, on the other hand, if you're exhibiting behaviors or you're having thought patterns that actually don't feel good to you, like maybe you're doing something, you're like, actually, no, I don't like it when I do that. Okay. So now you know what you don't like. So that means you automatically know what you do like. Try to go towards that, but don't beat yourself up in the meantime. Don't beat yourself up to improve yourself, because it doesn't work like that. Right? We think improvement comes from being hard on ourselves, and that's because we're taught that as a society. But honestly, being more critical of yourself creates more criticism within your energy and may actually amplify the problem versus release it. So it's more so about acceptance. You know, this is who I am right now, and I'm looking forward to improving. I'm looking forward to getting better. But I'm not going to hate where I'm at right now, because that doesn't serve me. It never serves me to hate on anything about myself. Better yet, where I'm at in my plot in life, or who I am. So I'm going to love myself, flaws and all, right now. And then I'm going to reach for improvement. I'm going to reach for better feeling thoughts. I'm going to slowly reach towards that growth. And that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot, Libra. And that's the spot that Spirit's really trying to put you in right now. Now, yes, this could involve, by the way, also other people. You see, they're mirroring each other in this depiction here. Some of you may be very dedicated and loyal to a partnership, whether it be intimate or friend, family, coworker, I don't care. But, and so it's like causing you to like go within, you know, or maybe you're taking it too far, though. If this pertains to a specific person, a relationship, right, that you're very dedicated to, there's a lot of emotion around it, okay? And yet at the same time, there's questioning and there's doubt about it. There's something resurfacing in that connection, right? Or with that person, or within your conversation, that's going to help to alleviate some of this questioning or stress. Let's go further. What is this about? Yeah. Six of Wands, the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords. So the Six of Wands is about overcoming things. It's about being stronger. It's about achievements, right? And it's next to the High Priestess. You have two cards here of intuition, right? Two cards of knowing what the right thing to do is, about listening to how you feel. And that's where your success is, right? Some of you, because I'm getting a song, it's an old song from the 20s, something about bringing in the news. Intuitively, you might like have been aware of some sort of information or news, and I feel like you're getting validation or confirmation about that during this time frame. And that could be related to romance, but could also be related to work, so keep an open mind. But it's like there's success in here for you. Like, read the room, Libra. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm getting so many different messages. It's hard for me to make sense of all of this. They're saying read the room, but be yourself. Okay. And there's good news coming in. There's something really good here. I feel like you're struggling about something, but I want to say it's minuscule, okay? I'm not trying to make something small that maybe feels very big to you, but like in the big picture, they're saying like, this is really, there's bigger things going on here than what you're worried about, and you don't even know it yet, because there's actually like this big experience coming through, and some good news, okay? I feel that's going to help uplift you and help kind of make things clear. They're saying it's going to put things into perspective for you as to what's important and what's not important. But I definitely feel good news coming through, and I'm very excited. And I would love to pinpoint exactly what it is, but because this is a general reading, that would be impossible. It's going to be different for each of you. Because you have the 4th house here, that would signify that it's likely to do with the 4th house, which is family, your home, real estate, okay, your inner world, and your comfort zone. So, wow, very interesting start to the reading. Let's go into love then. Let me get a guidance card and see what this is about. What's the guidance for Libra on this one? I am making smothered pork chops in my slow cooker, and they smell so good right now. I can't even tell you. Anyways, back to you. All right, so card number 19. My relationship will change when my vibration changes. You are living in the time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that of which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realization that what they've been seeking is not a change in behavior of others or even in the world outside of them over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with themselves and their source, over which you have complete control. Good advice. So let's go to the love reading, you versus them, and see what else you got coming through. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. All right, so Libra, now I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general read. The roles can be reversed. Flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's get into it. So Libra, you have the card of trust. And your person has the card of patience. So I love both of these energies, actually. Both of them talk about faith, right? This one is like trusting that when they leap, they'll be safe, right, and caught. And then this person is trusting that whatever they're being patient about is going to come to fruition. So you're both kind of in a same similar energy. Let's go deeper though and see. We're going to look at recent past, what led up to the now, and then in the now, how do you see and feel about each other, and then most likely outcomes. So let's see, Libra, recent past. I still have that song in my head. I got it in your spiritual reading. I don't know who sings it. I don't even know if this is the right words, but I keep hearing, I'm spreading the news. I'm spreading the news. I don't think that's what it actually says. It's like an old, tiny song. I don't know. Something about spreading the news. Okay? There might be news being spread. There might be good news coming in. I felt good news coming in the spiritual reading. Take it as it resonates. Recent past for Libra. Two of Swords, and you got a card. Why are your cards so messy? Holy cow. Two of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. So the Two of Swords is like a very uncertain, fearful almost energy, right? It's like a sense of feeling like you don't know what's coming. And it's next to the Ten of Cups, which highlights home, family, loved ones, your love life. And it's next to the Devil, which is about fixations, obsessions, addictions. Can be very shadowy energy, right? And then the Eight of Swords, which is like fear. These are all these cards talk about is fear. And let me break down what fear is. F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. Now, that's different, right, than intuition. And I've talked about this before, and I don't remember what zodiac sign it was, but a lot of people confuse fear for intuition. But they're totally separate vibrations. Intuition is up there towards faith and clarity because it feels like faith and clarity. Fear is almost at the bottom of the emotional scale, and that it's next to like paranoia, anxiety, right? And it produces anxiety. So it seems to me like you're having maybe a lot of paranoid or fearful or anxiety-ridden thoughts about something that might not even be real. And I don't want to say that's 100% what's going on, because this is a general tarot reading on YouTube, guys. Use your discernment. But some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, most of you. You know, like catching yourself, like playing out worrisome scenarios or conversations that you weren't privy to but you think happened that probably didn't happen. You know, it probably didn't go down that way, or maybe that's not what's really going on here. And the fear is not your intuition kicking in. That sense of fear and anxiety is actually your sign that you're way off with the way that you're thinking about this, at least as it pertains to how your higher self is thinking about it. Anytime you have a deviation from how you perceive something and how your higher self sees it, and your higher self being, for those of you who don't know, the larger portion of you, the part of you that knows all of who you are, not just in this body, but in all of your lifetimes, that knows all the possible pathways for you, that part, the God sense, the God source part of you. Yeah, anytime your human perception deviates from that, you will feel a negative emotion, whether it be fear, anger, you know, resentment, disappointment. Because the way that you're thinking about it is off slightly from that. Doesn't mean that what you're thinking is not real. It just means what you're thinking isn't serving you. So I guess all that to say, there seems to be, at least when it comes to the recent past and this connection, a lot of paranoia for whatever reason, okay? A lot of fearful thoughts around the connection. Or maybe going on like in general in your life, but it would be related to that fourth house of family and home. So let's see recent past for Libra's person. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Some of you are like paranoid about somebody like spreading some sort of news about you or behind your back, or, you know, that's very specific, so only take that if it resonates, okay? But I just wanted to bring that up because it's coming through again. All right, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Like, it's almost like this, like, worrying, like, what are they thinking about me? You know, like, what are they saying about me? But as opposed to, like, being excited, like, what are they saying about me? It's got to be awesome. It's more like, ooh, what are they saying about me? Like, you know, it's got that fearful connotation to it. Anyways, this person has 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. So the 10 of Pentacles is all about financial institutions, but it's also about stability, your foundation, what makes you feel stable, or this person, I should say. The Ten of Swords is about clearing the air, endings, new beginnings, in this deck anyways. And then the Queen of Cups is like being open, right, to whatever the universe wants to send. This is very receptive mode. It's like go with the flow. And then the Eight of Wands is like quite literally the flow coming through, right? Sometimes it could also denote communication. So I feel like this person has been in this space where maybe they're letting bygones be bygones. They're not really pushing against anything. They're just like open for whatever, going with the flow, trying to stay open-minded. And they're open, like their energy is completely open. They're open to see things from a different point of view, or open to communicate, things of that nature. I just feel an opening coming in on their energy, right? Which is interesting because yours is very closed off, at least in the recent past. So let's look at now then. How do you think, when you think about this person, what do you think? The Hermit. King of Swords. You do not trust this, I almost said bastard. Excuse my French. Okay, take it or leave it. You don't trust this person. You don't trust what they're saying. You don't trust that they have your best interests at heart, or that they've got your back. You may have even tried to see this from all different angles, Libra. You may have went within about this. You tried to bring about self-awareness about this. There's something secretive about this connection or this person that just puts you on edge. Okay. So let's see. How does this person think of Libra? When they think about Libra, what do they think right now? What are they thinking right now? The Lovers. The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. What does this person think about? Two of Cups. Mind-blowing. The night and day difference here, Libra. Like, wow. This person thinks that you're their soulmate, their twin flame, that, you know, there is a passionate connection if it's intimate. If not, like this very productive, their energy, like they're invested in the connection. Period, point blank. They're completely invested in the connection, and you don't trust it. So let's get to the bottom of this then. How do you actually feel, though, underneath that? How do you feel towards this person? What does your heart tell you about this person? Ten of Wands. The Sun. For some reason, this connection makes you struggle with your happiness. It feels like, to me, like it's very confusing or elusive. Or is there something like that you feel is either off about it or like off-putting about it? There's something you don't like here. And I don't even know if you could like put your finger on it. Some of you absolutely know what it is you don't like, but this connection kind of makes you feel like you need to protect your happiness. Okay, or at least at the moment. Or like you need to protect yourself in some way. Like you're not sure what to think, so it brings out that more protective stance. How does this... I'm going to look at these, but I wasn't ready. How does this person feel in their heart of hearts? What do they really feel about Libra? Knight of Pentacles, how do they feel? Eight of Cups. Five of Pentacles. The Hermit. Withdrawn, sullen, distant. This is how they feel about you. Slow moving or no movement. They feel that distance. It's causing them to go within. You may have actually walked away from this person or placed distance between you and this person. They feel it. So what then is the next outcome? What is the next step? What is the next likely step for Libra? Four of Pentacles. You're going to keep your cards close to your chest. There's some ego involvement here, whether that's on your part or their part. Really? Oh, that's too messy. Why is it so messy? I feel like you need to protect yourself or protect your ego here. Your ego, let me say that better. The ego serves to protect, okay? Sometimes it serves as a barrier though, but you make the choice. I feel like, you know, with the Five of Cups falling underneath that, it's like, I need to protect my emotions at all costs, or I need to hold on to, it's just this very stubborn stance. And certainly some of you have good reason. Others of you, you know, use your discernment here. But it's like, you don't want to be disappointed again. Or you don't want to be disappointed, you know. And yet there's growth and development here available to you, as well as support, as well as cooperation. But you got to be a cooperative component in order for cooperation to occur. Some of you don't want to cooperate. That's fine. If you do, you're going to have to change your mind, or open up, or see it a different way, or trust. That was the overall card. But it's up to you, of course. Of course it's up to you. If you don't feel safe to do that, you're not going to do it. Let's see this person's most likely outcome. But then ask yourself, how does that feel? Whatever decision you make, after you make it, pay attention to how you feel. And that'll let you know, right? That will let you know. Am I on my path of least resistance or not? The path of least resistance will always feel better. Do I feel better or not? Six of Wands. This person's next step. The Tower here, next to the Page of Swords, next to the Six of Wands, next to the Death card. This person is like rapidly changing their energy or changing their mind. Like they're trying to get an idea of what would bring them like the most positive outcome, or what it is that they're wanting, right? And I feel like they're needing to change their behavior or tactic or energy in order to be able to really get the success that they're looking for. And I think they're aware of that. I think that's kind of like this essence of like, let me go back to the drawing board. I feel like this person is trying to be patient, or at least they're being encouraged to be patient here. To see something from a different angle. And also the Seven of Wands is about like preserving their peace of mind. You know, not letting the negative thoughts get the best of them. If say like you're pushing this person away, but they really, really care, they're not just going to go away. They're not just going to give up, you know, but they may go back to the drawing board and think like, well, how else can I come at this? Or what else can I do about this? You know? And maybe that does take some time and some space in order for them to be able to figure it out. But I feel like they're trying to figure it out. I think they're trying to figure you out, Libra. Are you going to give it a chance? I don't know. Let's see what the guidance says. That came right out. Card number 24. Others' opinions are less important than my guidance system. This is funny because this is exactly what your spiritual reading was about. It says, you did not intend to use the opinion of other people to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine if you were appropriate. Instead, you knew and still remember that it was the relationship between the opinion of the source, the God source within you, aka your higher self, and your current thoughts at any moment that would bring you the perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system. We're all designed with an emotional guidance system. Every thought is a vibration, and for each vibration, it creates an emotional response. So how can you tell, does this thought serve me? Does this thought not serve me? Based on the emotion it creates. If it creates an emotion that causes you to wither, Libra, or to be in pain, or to feel lethargic, fatigued, less than great, then those thoughts are probably not thoughts that are worth continuing to entertain on a day-to-day basis or on a long-term basis. We all entertain, negative thoughts because we go through things that hurt us. It's life. But you don't want to live there, right? And a part of your job as a creator, a co-creator on this planet, is to feel that negative impact and then ask yourself the deeper questions as to what was I thinking or what was going on that created that, and then find a way to fill that gap. That's called healing, right? That's what true healing is. It's being able to soothe that gap. So I'm going to leave it there for now. And zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have Scorpio here, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, Taurus again, Leo, Leo again, Virgo again, Capricorn, and Cancerian energy. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. Keep in mind it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Hit that subscribe button, and my Facebook is Tarot Time with Dana, also linked below. Wishing you the very best, though, and until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.